Now, your niche of property business is very unique. You don't sell to locals. You sell overseas business, overseas properties to Malaysians, and you sell Malaysians properties to foreigners.
Yeah.
You are very unique. Now, and what makes you take on such a niche market?
I think from my first job, we specialized in cross-border marketing. And why we chose Australia, to specialize in Australia first, because Australia in 10 years ago, even now, is still one of the top destinations for Asian families to send their children there, whether to study, for investment, or continue a working life in Australia. So it was very popular then. And since I had connections from my former boss, from Leonard, from my sister, I start to know people there. So, and I was staying there for quite a number of years during spend my holidays there. So I drive around, look around, and sort of try to understand the market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yet again, it is really not easy to sell. It is not easy to sell a property. Don't even have to mention if it's somewhere I cannot see. I always had this mentality, try to break myself. If I don't see the property, I will not buy it.
Yeah.
How could you sell so much of Australian and Hong Kong and US property without people even seeing it? Tell us, how do you do it?
That I think you have to come for me. I'll give you some tuition. But okay, let's for since you're talking about this topic, right? Come to my mind. 10 years ago, right? Technology was different. When we started to sell properties to people, I had this book. I had to carry this book all the way. I walk around. My sales manager always tell me, this is the book you should have with you. So it's called the Melway, right? So Melway is the Australian map. So at that time, every Thursday or Friday, she will come and say, okay, I want to have a look at property in Malvern or in Burwood. Tell me, where is it? So we will have to memorize, right, which page of the map to open and present the property. So that was sort of become, from there, how you learn is open the book, look at left, right, up, what's the nearest school, what is the nearest shopping center, how far is it to the bus station, how far is it to the city. Of course, now it's changed a lot. Now we have Google Maps, we have Google Earth. No, I can't lie to you. It's there means it's there. You just key in the coordinates, you can find out. So the business has evolved quite a lot in the past 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting, malware. Yeah, I remember that. When I was first started as a salesperson, I carried the KL map around. It was this thick.
Yeah.
To find each and every. I was a sales rep.
Okay.
So I was selling medicine.
Yep.
I was always telling people I was a drug dealer. I was a drug dealer. I was selling drugs to doctors, and we'd use that to find these clinics. And now you have ways, and people still complain the job is hard.